She put that so eloquently. She's right. Sometimes I want to get on let's start learning how to be consistent. Let's not give up on people because they make what we deem a mistake or what's a narrative put to us as a mistake. It's the irony that she got that whole late thing. Do you know how many concerts I've been to where the artists have been late? It's funny because there's one in particular who always has something to say about Lauryn. And he was about 5 hours late, so much so that I won't go see him again, because it wasn't even about it was about something else. Actually, you know what, let me take that back, because I'm checking my own self. I just said let's not hold people to one mistake. You know what, I'm not going to do that. That's not a narrative put to me, but I'm going to take it away from myself. I'm not going to say I'm not going to see this guy again. I love his music. He's super talented. But people get sound bites. Journalists are lazy. People run with stuff. I've seen Lauryn many times. I've seen her at the Bowl mostly. No artist is going to be too late at the Bowl because they will find you. Nobody's late. So people would spin the narrative that she was late, even the shows I've been to where she wasn't late. Just because a person doesn't come on immediately when the intermission ends or the intermission's longer, that doesn't make them late. I have never been to a Lauryn Hill show where it's not been fire. You understand me? And she writes kind of like Michael Jackson, based on what I'm learning. Like how he knew all the instruments and he could hear all these sounds and could put it together. He wasn't necessarily playing every instrument, but he knew the instrument. That's Lauryn. She writes in this way, which is why I still think she should not have been sued, because it's all coming out now in the way that she writes. She is the mastermind behind the miseducation. Let's not get it twisted. She is the mastermind. And I'm so grateful that that has been acknowledged by Apple, I think, and Billboard, I forget who, as the #1 album and hip-hop album, as it should be, to me. I mean, I got others, but I'm just saying she should be right there. But I want to get on us for a minute. And I'm starting to speak on these things more because something just happened to me. I realized when Minister Farrakhan's wife, Mother Khadijah, just passed, rest her soul, beautiful woman. You can only imagine what she had to go through in life because of what he had to go through. And she was there 72 years. Our Reverend Jesse Jackson. I love Reverend Jesse Jackson. He had to endure black people thinking he was a sellout. He sold Martin Luther King out. That wasn't true. Look it up. It's a black photographer who was an FBI informant. I forget his name, but that's the guy who was the sellout. Look him up. Not Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson was faithful to Dr. King. He and Minister Farrakhan were good friends. Dick Gregory, our leaders that I looked up to, that led me, my mindset, they're going to the next phase. And so it's our turn. Gen X, it's our turn to speak out, to demonstrate, to lead. It's our turn. And I've been in education alongside the arts since 2001 in LAUSD and CCE. I taught at Locke High School, or I was basically a counselor at Locke High School. It was ACM was my title. I was a sub and did long-term assignments. My longest one lasting 2 years at Clinton Middle School as a English and social studies teacher. I've taught algebra, geometry, all of it. For 15 years I did that. No, actually it's more than that if you add on Locke. Anyway, I don't got time for that. The point I'm making is it's our turn. I was known as the hip hop counselor at Locke. And one thing I did was share music with my students. I would ask them a song they could put me onto, and I would put them on. And we would start our dialogue. And I would put on my wall, I had a lot of the hip-hop artists that influenced me. And it's funny, this conversation is happening now with India Ari, and thank God she spoke out. D1, who always speaks out. I love that brother. And Young Miami with this song, Spin That. Cardi B, those type. Listen, I'm not one of those people. Like, I like music, I like to dance, I love hip hop, but I won't purchase certain music. I just won't do it. That's just me, my taste. I like what I like, and it's conscious. I like songs sit on me. When Lauryn said, that sit inside your head like a million women in Philly pen. It's silly when girls sell their souls because of sins. What she was talking about, that specific reference, is the Million Women's March that happened in Philadelphia. There was a Million Man March, then there was a Million Women's March. Like, little is gems in all the music. I like discovering. Common taught me about Asada Shakur. You understand? Like, there's so much in the hip hop that I like, that also is catchy. One of the dopest songs to me is Keith Murray's "The Most Beautifulest Thing in This World." Just like that, I get in ya. There's so many artists I like. You know, there's new stuff I like. Shabazz Palaces. It's a lot. The point I'm trying to make is this. Let's stop throwing our good people under the bus. Stop being swayed so much by public opinion and even younger people who don't have the context that we do. I love you young people. Y'all know I do. But I'm also a teacher. I teach, so I know when I put my people on the wall, y'all don't know who A Tribe Called Quest is. My favorite hip-hop group of all time. Some of y'all don't know. So how could I expect you to lead when you don't have the context? That's my job, to share it with you, to inspire you. So Gen Xers, yo, get it together. That, I'm going to say it, because on that same BET episode where we honoring Lauryn Hill, we got Cardi B dancing on the pole, looking crazy to me. I love Cardi B, her personality. I think she needs to get into acting because she is so unique and so free. But Cardi B is speaking from her experience, where she comes from. Do I think that all these young black girls and brown girls and white girls even should be turning their backside for every picture on Instagram? They show their backs before they show their face. I remember watching that happen with I'm not going to say who, but I remember watching that happen and being like, wait a minute, this is a beautiful young lady. Why is she showing all? Because that's what we've normalized, and that's taking the lead. It's okay to have a sprinkle here, a sprinkle there, but that's what's dominated. And that's what's dominated hip-hop culture when it especially comes to the women. No. Sorry, no. So I'm one of those people. I'm a doer. So now I'm going to tie you back into my elementary school. This is 29 minutes. It is what it is. If you don't want to listen, that's okay. I'm putting out some music. Me and my brothers, John O and D Rose, we're putting out some music. We got something coming as soon as next month. For me, it's because don't complain about it, be about it. It's never too late to express yourself artistically. I got something to say. It's fun to me. Me and J.O., Afion Crockett, we used to freestyle together when I would have these gatherings. when I first got to LA, I would put together these, let's go do this, let's go do that, and my people would show up, and somehow me and John and Afion end up freestyling. Afion is the dope MC. For those of you who only know him as a comedian, he can rhyme as well. And like I said, John O is the anchor. He's been doing it. That's my anchor. Me and him rhymed on a Converse Spec commercial. Shout out to Ade Toro Maurice. That's out there somewhere. They asked us because they would hear us freestyle, so they asked me to write and him to write a dope Converse spot. It didn't get picked up, but it was dope. It's out there. I think it's a video too. So yeah, we got some music coming. Why not? I love y'all. I love Lauryn Hill. Thank you. Continue to support her in your finances. Go to her shows. Continue to support all our hip-hop artists that's still doing it. That's amazing. Tribe Called Quest, Diggable Planets, Shabazz Palaces, Queen Latifah. Oh my God. She was my favorite person in the Lauryn Hill tribute. She was my favorite. Queen is the queen. She's a queen. I love her. Go see Salt and Pepper, TLC, and In Vogue. Yes, go see them. Get off that BS. Shout out to my girl Salt. I'm gonna be there October 11th in LA. Their tour is going down. MC Light, oh God, Paper Thin, how can you not? LL, all of the artists that's still doing it. DJ Jazzy Jeff, Will Smith put out something. Like the new music, Big Daddy Kane, Latifah and Lady of Rage got something coming out. Support our people. This is what hip hop was. We're taking it back. If y'all haven't noticed, God is doing this, because things go full circle. So get in the flow and let's go and let's talk about some things. And I just want to specify with the whole Cardi B thing, because I'm not shaming her or anything like that, or Young Miami, but I do want to say this. When Cardi B gives her vocal just off the dome assessments of life and politics and all that, a lot of times she's saying some cool things, some liberating things. So I want to challenge her. Take that energy and put that in your music. Let that be the focal. Young Miami, excuse me, I don't really know that much about her other than all the puffy stuff, whatever. But I know that I have a cousin that went to jail off the scam and stuff. And he's a brilliant young man that shouldn't be in nobody's jail. Okay? A hip-hop artist as well. And I always kept trying to send him the stuff I grew up on and new stuff, and challenge him to talk about some more serious things, because he's gifted. He has a following. But yeah, that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. So I'm not for that spin that. Not for it. NDRE is right. She said she's not initiating boycotts. I'm not. Look, we never want to take money out of black folks' pockets, because we need it. And not just black folks. Honestly, for me, it's about the rich and the poor, the good and the bad. You know, like, race is a social construct, and we talk about it because we have to, but the truth is the truth. There's light and there's dark, and that's the end of it. That's the end of it. This is a long porch story. I'm at 33 minutes, but that's when Jesus, that's how long he lived, so I'm gonna stop.